welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I first want to say thank you guys so much for all the love. I think I've gained like 50 subscribers in like the past month, which is crazy for me. I never thought that I would actually even get 1 subscriber when I first started doing my YouTube channel like 2 years ago. So yeah, I want to cut this short because my camera's gonna die like always after I film. Takes me like 2-3 hours, and then I notice my camera's gonna die, and then I have like 5 minutes to film an intro. So today the main star of this show is the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and it looks like this, and the inside looks like this. So I wanted to do a color that I've never done before, and a color that I've never really worn before, so I decided to do all blues today. I was originally thinking about doing this for the month of February because it is the month of Aquarius people, and I'm an Aquarius. So I was originally going to do this because the color scheme just goes with the Aquarius because the zodiac sign is the water bearer. So yeah, blue, water, icy vibes kind of. So I was originally gonna do this in last month, and it's now like March 10th or something like that. I don't even know what day it is. It's March 12th. I thought it was the 10th. It's March 12th. So yeah, I am just like 12 days, almost 2 weeks late of doing this tutorial, but hey, better late than never. So yeah, I did this, and I really hope you guys like it. Please stay tuned for more future videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys as always. Now let's get into the video. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm first going to prime my eyes with the P. Louise base, and I'm using the shade number 3. I'm just going to carefully carve out my underbrow. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how I do my brows, then let me know, but I doubt anyone wants to see it because I'm terrible at brows. Using the rest of the product that's already on the brush, I'm just going to blend everything out and use it as a base. I threw away the little sleeve that came inside, so I don't know the actual eyeshadow colors. So I'm going to be using this blue right here, and it is the second darkest shade of blue in the palette. I'm going to be using a Morphe M433 brush, and it just looks like this. I'm going to first start off with a tiny bit of product just so I can build up the color, because I've noticed that with these bases, if you put down a whole bunch of color right on top of the base, it's going to end up looking chalky, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to slowly build up the pigmentation. Okay, so now that I have this color built up to how I want it, I'm going to use the darkest blue shade that's in this palette, and it's right under the first shade that we used. And I'm still going to use the same brush. And I'm just going to put that right on top of it just to darken that blue. Okay, so now this blue is built up with full intensity. I'm going to be using the Morphe M573 brush, and it looks like this. And I'm going to be using the teal blue, and I'm just going to diffuse that harsh line that I've created. So the next color I'm going to be using is this pale blue. I'm going to be using a pencil brush. It's the Morphe M321 brush, and it looks like this. And I'm going to go back into the middle color that I used. Damn, I really wish I had the names for these colors. Now using a fine detailing blending brush, it's the Morphe M506, and it looks like this. I'm going to be using the darkest shade of blue that's in this palette. It's this one right here. And I'm just going to go in and define my crease. And I am going to bring it up a little bit higher. Now to cut my crease, I'm going to be using the same brush and the base that I used as the first step. Normally, I would cut my crease following my actual crease, like the line that I have on my eye, but because my eyes are so damn big, I didn't want to have all this space at the top for just a whole bunch of eyeshadow, so I wanted to bring the cut crease a little bit higher than normal. So yeah, don't judge. So now, using my Holy Grail palette, the Saharan 2 by Juvia's Place, I'm going to be using this shade right here, and it is called, oh god, I don't know how to say that. It's called Chef Chow-Uyen. Chef Chow-Uyen. I don't know how to read. And I'm going to be using flat synthetic brush, and this one is by BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to spray it. Now back in with my detailing brush, I'm going to be using the same dark blue right here, and I'm just going to go back in to define my crease. And I'm going to bring the color down and slowly diffuse the edges of the shimmer shade. And then on the inner side. Now back in with the color that I used for my crease, I'm going to be using the same brush, and then I'm going to tap it on right before the dark blue. So back in with the Morphe M573, I'm going to be using this shade again, and I'm going to blend out the dark shade that I just put down. I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used to pack on that color that I couldn't say, and I'm going to diffuse kind of this cut crease that's in the middle. Using the Morphe M213 brush, looks like this, I'm going to highlight my underbrow. Last thing that there is to do is just to add some glitter. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the color Grind. Okay guys, that is pretty much it for the eyes. I am going to go start dinner, and then I'll be back to film my face. Okay you guys, I'm back, and I think it's been about an hour, so I'm ready to finish. I'm going to be using e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and a little bit of this actually goes a long way. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I use the color 380. To blend this out, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild makeup sponge. This works so much better than the beauty blender. Like, I haven't even touched my beauty blender in like a month since I've been using this. I soaked it in water to dampen it, just like a regular beauty blender, but it's just bigger, and then it has like a flat edge to really let you tap on extra product. I don't know, I'm in love with this. Back with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Dark 42. I'm going to use this to cover up any dark spots that I have. Now to brighten up that concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color 35 Deep. It says deep, but this color is so white. Like, look at that. I guess they have two different meanings of deep. Now I'm going to bake my face using the Airspun powder and Naturally Neutral. If you're a really oily person, if you have really oily skin like I do and you love to bake, then I suggest using the Airspun powder because it's like a heavy powder, so I feel like it absorbs more oil and it lasts really long on your face. Like if I wear my makeup like all day, I don't ever have to do a touch-up. Like I never do touch-ups because this powder is just so bomb. Yeah, I literally bake everywhere that I usually get oily. I don't recall the name of this brush, but it is from a brush set called 10 Buck Brush. And I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Kit, and I'm just going to be going back and forth in these 3 middle shades. And for my nose contour, I'm going to be using the lightest contour shade. And another face brush by 10 Buck Brush. I'm just going to brush all that powder off. Okay, here's a quick tip for anyone that feels like after they bake and you brush off all the powder. Get a dewy spray and spray your face after you bake, because I mean you still have all that matte stuff on your face and your face is still gonna stay matte, but adding a dewy spray over on top of it is gonna actually balance it out so you don't look ashy and you just look radiant. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Spray, and it looks like this. I have literally every single one in the collection except for the matte. And they all work wonders. I have the cucumber, the rose, the coconut, and the natural finish. If you don't use these sprays, then what are you doing? You guys are sleeping on this. I always sleep on Wet n Wild products, and then when I finally come across it, I wish I came across it sooner. Okay, when your face is like 10-15 seconds away from being fully dry and it still has like that tacky consistency on your face, that's when you want to highlight. That's when your highlight is going to be like the poppin' phase. Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys what I'm using. Okay, I'm using the Too Faced Love Light You Light Up My Life. And this was a birthday present. And then my all-time holy grail favorite thing in the whole entire world, it's discontinued and I'm running out and I'm going to die when I actually finish it, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator. Back in with the Too Faced You Light Up My Life highlighter. I'm just going to highlight my inner corner because I totally forgot to do that. Okay, back in with the BH Cosmetics palette that I use for my eyes. I'm going to be using the darkest shade right here on a pencil brush, and I'm going to put that under. Okay, you guys, I'm back after like 45 minutes. No, I'm kidding. For lips, I'm going to be using this So Juicy Plumping Gloss by ColourPop in the color Dress Code. And I already have it on, but I'm just going to touch it up. I feel like my eyes are already so dramatic that I don't even want to put any other color on my lip or anything, because then I think I might look crazy. Okay, you guys, that is all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you.